What's good, YouTube? We are finally making a video, bro. My schedule has been so busy to the point where I cannot make a YouTube video. I am dead tired right now. Alright, this is my first day I've had free. And it wasn't even free because guess what? I still had track and football at the same time. But this is the first day I can actually make a video because I've been getting off of work at 10 o'clock where I have to go to bed. But no matter. The art of waiting your turn, that's what I'm doing. Waiting my turn, I'm going to get big. We going to get big. We're going to make it work. All right, let's check it out.
I'm looking at everybody having a blast. People the same age as me in college, they going to parties, they going on trips, they with their friends, they making money. I'm sitting there dead broke, not having fun, not enjoying life. But I just waited my turn. I ain't really complain for real. I just waited my turn.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I had to just my turn, fool. Now look at me, fool. It's people saying that about me now. You feel me?
And wait your mother turn, bro. Your turn gonna come, bro. I promise you. Your turn might not be now. You might not be ready for it now. People be rushing for their turn.
You gotta wait your turn, because I let a lot of people, pass me, and I was sad. I would get discouraged. But now that it's my time, I'm like,
This is honestly great motivation for all the people like me. All right, just gotta wait my turn. We're not working a 9 to 5. We're gonna be working like this, and we're gonna get big, and we're gonna start going across the country making content. All right.
It's gonna happen. But if it ain't your time right now, don't beat yourself up. Just wait your time. Right now, he taking you through some steps that you need to know.
The art of waiting your turn. Most people don't even know how to wait.
Yo, come on, please, come on. What is he doing with the water hose?
In
That
between
should be
goon
sexual
sessions.
assault.
There is a lost art
Come on.
known as waiting your turn. Delayed gratification. Staying down until you come up, some call it. The whole world, myself included, seem to struggle with this as the days go by and the number of TikToks increase. And, I want to blame it on TikTok since, that's what most of us commentary channels do when there's any problem in today's world. But the truth of the matter is it comes from somewhere deeper. And TikTok honestly just amplifies and exposes this already forsaken reality. Let me explain to y'all the art of waiting your turn. The year was 1984. Before there was Lil Nas X's, there was Dennis Rodman. The NBA was full of coke sniffing, disco dancing, African booty scratcher looking basketball players. Basketball was completely different. Shooting wasn't as important as it is today, and everybody was a force to be reckoned with. Yet, at the ripe age of 21, this one young man had the whole league shook. This young man stood out above the rest. He jumped out the gym. He contorted his body in ways others couldn't.
It's not
it was
no
almost
LeBron,
like
though.
he was soaring through the air.
LeBron could do
People
that.
feared him
I
despite
could do
him
that.
not being extremely tall or muscular. That guy's name was John Cena. No, I'm playing. It was Michael Jordan. All Michael Jordan wanted to do was win games, bets, and more importantly, championships and trophies. His only problem was he was a little undersized muscle-wise, and his teammates
Sorry, guys. I paused the video.
were a little booty cheeks. So he needed to learn when to hold the ball and when to pass the ball. So he started working out. He found ways to innovate and become a master of his craft. And he ultimately elevated and became the person he needed to be. And in 1991, years later, he went on to three-peat, winning 3 NBA championships back-to-back, winning finals MVP all 3 times. Took a year off, came back, and did the exact same thing. And what always stuck out to me about MJ was that he had to be Michael Jordan, the Black Cat, Air Jordan, for 7 years straight before he even got his first championship. If he would have slacked in that 7-year period or going, I'll just cruise by, as a lot of players do because they get millions of dollars, and that's
Bro, yes, Zion is a perfect example of this, bro. This man, I honestly at this point could drop Zion Williamson off. Let's be real. If you look at me and you look at Zion, you could tell hey, he don't look fit enough to be on the court and handle somebody with actual great size. You feel me? I have great size. Zion, he's not the great size. If you put me and Zion on the same court, I promise you I'm giving him 50. I promise you.
they've been waiting for their whole life is money. If he would have said, I'm just going to cruise.
I promise y'all that I'm beating Zion Williamson. I'm telling y'all, Zion Williamson is not better than me. I'll put $300,000 that I'm beating Zion. He's not scoring a single point until I hit 15 points straight, which means it could be 115-0. I
It's my
promise y'all,
turn, he
Zion's
would have
not
missed
beating
his
me.
window. He would have never got a shot at a championship, I'm sure. But he instead gave his all at all times, no matter which game, no matter.
But here's the thing, though. Michael Jordan played against scrubs, bro. Like, you can put me, all of my NSU members, as one team, and we'll freaking 5-peat. I promise y'all we'll 5-peat, bro. He played against scrubs. If I could play against those people in the league right now on a daily basis, you would think I'm doing witchcraft. You would think I'm in Salem and I'm doing some witchcraft stuff. He played against bums. Put him in this era right now, I'll say he'd be a cool role player coming off the bench, you know. He could be something good. Maybe he could be like a... He could be like a... I'm trying to give him somebody very, very like... I don't think Michael Jordan would be a scrub. Because Michael Jordan at the end of the day is good. But he's
practice, no matter
he's
who
not
it
going to
was,
be like no
that's what
SGA,
separated
no
him from everyone else. I
Luka,
feel like
no
in today's world, a lot of people
Jokic,
confuse
no...
being ready with God being
Me?
ready. Just because you are ready doesn't mean it's your turn. That's why it's called waiting your turn. Most of us get caught in that your part because we all have a sense of entitlement, and that ends up clouding our judgment and vision. Another big part of waiting your turn is trusting in yourself, because a lot of the times while people are waiting in line for their turn, they end up getting tired of waiting. They try to find somebody farther ahead who got in line earlier, or they just flat out go home and say, I don't even feel like eating no more, I'm gonna just go to the vending machine. And it all stems from a lack of trust in self, because if you trusted in yourself like Michael Jordan, you would be fine waiting 7 years, less or more, because you know you already have it.
I'm sorry I'm pausing the video a lot, but I have to, because like, this is great advice. Like, look, it's 2025. Let's say I wait my turn for 4 years. It's 2029. 21. He's right. Wait your turn. Not everything comes to you.
It just takes its own time to manifest in the physical. And most give up in between this waiting period. One person that did not, though, however, is one of our favorite guys to glaze these days. South Carolina's very own Duke Dennis. Shout out, I'm also from South Carolina, so shout out. I see so many people online talk about him like he's an overnight success, and they have some sort of jealousy because they don't have what he has. Little do they know it has nothing to do with the material, though. You know, it's like people are in line and they see that he's finally got to the front of the line. He's eating, he has all the most delicious food, and he's getting full. He's having a fun time. But little do they know this man was sitting in line before half of us was even born. That is not a joke to say he's old. I know it sounds like that, but genuinely, I was born in 2005. This man was born in 1990 something. Duke from 2016 all the way up until about 2021 would just stream and upload videos of 2K.
Yo, what's good, man? It's your boy Duke Dennis. Y'all don't even know me yet, but y'all don't know me.
But he was in the trenches for most of his life and half of his YouTube career.
For me last night, to my boy, you ain't the best stretch big. I said, I don't care, but I'm giving you straight green buckets.
Duke, at the age of 23, was sleeping on his mom's couch in a beat trailer, no job, no huzz, and to put the cherry on top, he watched his cousin take his last breaths by the hand of another nigga over a misunderstanding.
And then start shooting at me. Me and Dre linked up, bro. And I told Dre, bro, I was like, bro, I said, bro, I think he dead, bro. When I finally get up to him, he laying on his stomach, bro. The nigga shot my cousin in the back, bro.
This was all in the midst of him uploading 2K videos. He literally was the most down bad you could be. L after L. They just kept coming. It seemed like there was nothing good coming for him.
About a month in, I had got my first letter. The letter was from my girlfriend, bro. It's over. I'm in the army. I can see her going crazy. I'm like, baby, don't leave. Not when I need you the most. Don't leave, though. You know what I'm saying? Please.
But he kept his eyes focused on his vision. He kept uploading every single day for 2 years straight, no breaks. He continued to wait his turn. I'm sure after all that, he felt like he deserved a break. And to be fair, he did. Like I said, just because you're ready, and even sometimes you think you're ready, that don't mean the universe is ready to give you what it's going to give you. Duke kept going, and by 2K19, so that would be late 2018, going on to 2019, he was one of the biggest content creators in the 2K community. But even still, the same way how
I remember watching Duke a little bit. Like, Duke was not like the main person I watched. I forgot who I really watched, but like, I really didn't watch 2K. I really would just I most of the time would really just, you know, play the game, just tune in. You know, I don't really.
Michael Jordan
really,
made it to the
really
NBA,
big
but
watcher
he
of
didn't
2K
get the
till 2K20.
championships he wanted. It's almost the same story with Duke Dennis, because although he was big in the 2K community, it wasn't nothing like how he is known outside of 2K. People know him for motivational talks, for just looking good, for just getting girls basketball, etc. He was just known specifically for 2K, and on a broad scale, he still wasn't that big. Until one day he shot that one video with Kai.
When you see a baddie at the party,
Sorry, guys.
They changed my life right there. When I woke up that next morning, I had actresses, WNBA players, female artists, Instagram models, everybody DMing me. No cap.
He waited his turn. This was after a lot of people would have got complacent because they already felt like they made it. He already made it out good. He already was touching 100K a month, but he still kept going because the mission wasn't over. And look at him now, to having no car, being cheated on, feeling.
Honestly, this video should help y'all with a lot of what you're going through. Like, for instance, me, like, not only just YouTube, but just football in general. You know, I don't like football, but it's like not the top no more. You feel me? But I have been waiting my turn, of course. You know, freshman year, I really didn't wait my turn. I would have been starting sophomore year, but I decided to transfer. Still did good, balled out. Waited my turn all junior year. Got my opportunity and took it. And then I just got hurt. Had to wait for my opportunity again. And honestly, it's time. You know, the opportunity's about to come up. You know, it's not really a lot of running backs. So, yeah. But not only that, but my YouTube career too. Like, I know I'm going to, like, right now, this is just a dry period. I know I'm only getting like 15 viewers, and I appreciate all of that because I really don't look at view counts when I upload. When I upload, I just look to see the engagement. Like, if I get comments, I get happy. You want to know why? Because that means people actually engaged in the video. Because, like, when I make those, like, IRL videos and I edit them, it feels a lot better seeing people engage. And I'd rather have 20 comments than 20 views, to be real. But that's everybody. I'd rather have 20 comments than 100 views. Okay? Because at least I know 20 people were actually enjoying the video, actually looked at the video. We're going to get there one day. Like the video says, waiting your turn. That's all I got to do. Hey, use that for y'all IRL, okay? This is real knowledge. This guy is teaching y'all real knowledge. He taught me real knowledge. I'm putting it into y'all because y'all are my supporters. So I'm going to support y'all too, all right? Wait your turn. Now, everything comes to you instantly. You got to wait. You can't just get handed... I can't just get handed this YouTube career. I got to wait my turn. But also, when you're waiting your turn, you got to put in that work. You feel me? You can't just, like, wait your turn and just be like, oh, he said wait your turn, so I'm just going to sit here and do nothing. No. You got to grind while you're doing that. You feel me? Like, if you want to be great at football, you can't just wait your turn and be like, oh, okay, well, it's going to come over time. Nah, you got to be in the weight room. You got to be eating right. You got to do this and that. If you want to be great at gaming, put in them hours, look at videos, practice, study, all that. If you want to be great in anything, you got to put your heart into it. If you really want it, you're going to get it. That's it.
Ugly, being broke, after waiting your turn, all the curses would then turn into gifts. Everything he went through prepared him for what was coming towards him. But you also realize, since you just kept your head down and you kept going, you kept working, you don't even realize how long, however long it is that it takes you to get to where.
This is actually crazy right here. No, I'm sorry, dude, but like this is kind of crazy. You have come a long way. Wow, this is kind of crazy. Wow.
Because you were just so in love with the process and the journey. If you don't prepare yourself to receive what you have, if you don't suffer, then you're not going to be able to appreciate your gifts and what God has blessed upon you.
Working on myself. I'm grinding 2K, and now, 2K17, 2K18, 2K19, 2K20. Hey, I went hard, and now I'm in a position. Look where I'm at. Look at my life right now. It might not happen overnight. You know what I'm saying? It might take 5 months, 6 months, 8 months, a year, 2 years. It might take a little long. But this how you really know who want it.
I remember I heard somebody say that God is delayed gratification and the devil is instant gratification. And ultimately, the universe tests you before it gives you what you want to make sure you learned all the lessons to not only maintain what you get, but again, to appreciate it. And this is normally what gets a lot of people a lot of the times. Right when all they gotta do is dig one more inch into the ground to get the gold, they give up. Or they take the temptation from the guy saying, yo, come this way, I found a little bit of gold over here. Instead of just focusing on this one wall right here, you just dig one more inch deeper. The gold's right there, but you let somebody come and take you, yo, come on, bro, I got a job for you, bro. I know you're broke right now. Come, bro, I got this job for you. You let your parents, you let everybody else, you let all these voices, this temptation stop you when you're...
Yeah, that's another thing. This video might be long because me, I'm sorry. But, like, sometimes it'd be the outside voices that also, like, hurt you. For instance, my mom, she's a very supportive person of what anything I do. I told her I'm recording a YouTube video. She doesn't bother me. She knows, hey, that's what I want. She's going to support me anyway. But some people don't have that. Some people's parents, YouTube? What the freak? What are you doing? You're going to be broke. You're going to be homeless bum. But then some kids, they just, you know what? She thinks that. She might be right, because mom's always right. It's not true. Sometimes your mom is wrong. She just doesn't see it in the same perspective that you do. So it's always outside voices that also make or break you. So you just got to be locked in at all times and can't get caught lacking, because that one outside voice that you take over what you want, it's over.
This shy of getting what you want.
All it takes is 1 second. All it takes is 5 seconds.
I remember when they first came out, them as a whole, the hip hop world collectively really just hated them. You know, they were different. They called them the mumble rappers, or they said they were a little too feminine, like, you know, Uzi, and just all these things because they went against traditionally what was. They essentially were trying to gatekeep them from entering the hip hop sphere because they were in fear of them ruining it, when realistically they were just changing and evolving the rap game. A lot of your modern day rappers today were heavily inspired and influenced by them. If they didn't kick the door open, it's a good chance that most artists today wouldn't even be around. And that was the temptation, the instant gratification. Because they could have let the noise win, taken that and got instant validation from the OGs, the fans, the charts, the money, the success. And some did do that. They did whatever all the, you know, white viewers and the consumers wanted to hear, like a Lil Pump who did what everybody else wanted to see instead of evolving and finding his own sound over time. But look at how far their careers went over the 2016 XXL freshmen, who came up at the exact same time as them. Although at first it looked like a failure and it was extremely painful being them at that time, it was essentially an uphill battle. The war was ultimately won. They waited their turn, and that's why we still know their names today and cop their music. Wait your turn. Stop looking at everybody else's plate or getting angry because you see everybody else eating. Don't let the hunger trick you out your spot, because not only will somebody else take your spot as soon as you leave it, but trust me when I say you will look back and realize that if you would have just waited a little bit longer, it would have been your turn.
That's real. Yo, low-key, this guy is very inspirational. So we're going to go ahead and give him a subscribe. Hope he sees this, because he deserves it. But everything he said is real. Take this video, save it, and do whatever you need. This is your motivation. Me and him. Mainly him. But me too, because I reacted to it. But make sure y'all like, subscribe, and comment too, because, you know, on the road to 1,000. We're not close, but I promise you we're going to have that jump. We're going to go from like 100 and something to like 1,000. But yeah, like, subscribe, comment. I'll see y'all in the next video.